could just send her a ghost emoji.
Like a boo.
You both did it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was. I spooked her.
Wait, that was kind of crazy.
That was so good.
Hey.
Welcome to Profound Profanity. I'm Charles.
I'm Joe.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Sharon.
And we got some very important things to talk about today. Sharon, share with us the quote of the day today.
So quick
You're like
with
a
it.
news reporter.
Who's anchor?
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, say
Good
hi.
morning, USA.
You've been gone a couple weeks.
I know. How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah, you're back on.
I feel good. That's why I'm back.
Refreshed, rejuvenated?
Rejuvenated.
Okay,
Good job.
we love it.
Quote. Wait. A reason, a season, or a lifetime.
What?
People are either in your life for a reason, or a season, or a lifetime.
Oh, why didn't you say the people are in your
Because it's just
a reason, a season, or a lifetime? I like that. A reason, a season, or a lifetime. What do you think this podcast is?
Huh?
You think this podcast is a reason or a season or a
I think
lifetime?
it's
I think it's a season.
season.
Yeah.
How many seasons do we have in us?
I guess we'll find out.
No, honestly, I'm honestly very proud and I'm very pleasantly surprised that we've been doing this for this long.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
like-
Because it's been like, what,
You know,
15 weeks? 16
Yeah,
weeks?
like this is actually an incredible feat. I mean, from what I consider, like we kind of started it without a lot of thought, and look at us. We're already like 145 subscribers. And like a whole ass like
And counting.
4 months. Like that's that's something. This is
Hey, 1 subscriber per day or per day until now.
no, literally. I mean,
145?
I think this is an amazing thing that we've done. Really.
Yeah, good job, guys.
No, it's-
Dedication.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We've come this far. We didn't come that far, but it's
No,
still,
like no,
it's still a
we
long
stuck-
way.
We have a lot of clips out.
No,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we
That's a lot.
Like
no,
us as a team, we
As a
did.
team.
Yeah,
We
we've
we
done
did,
it.
yeah, we did a lot, like because we literally started without a lot of thought. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were like, okay,
Like,
let's
regardless of
start.
subscribers and
Yeah.
like, all that.
No, that's why I want to keep this podcast like I want it to not feel like work and like a job, because I feel like all of a sudden if it becomes that, like then it's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But I want this to be free, like if you guys want to take a break or whatever, like it's all cool. Like it's not a job. You don't have to be here. Be here when you want to be. So that's the thing for me.
Okay, I guess this is the end of the podcast.
No, I mean, no. If you guys don't want to
Let
be
me
here,
just let it out now. I want to pray.
yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that's why. That's
Okay, I will
why-
not be joining for the rest of
That's
the
why
season.
I just want to come here with a happy heart and just say the shit we have to say. Anyways, I mean, I guess the podcast did start with no reason though. It was just a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Has there been anybody in your guys' lives where it was just like I mean, I guess you don't know if it's a
season.
lifetime. I don't know. You don't know about the
Yeah.
lifetime yet, but was there a lot of reasons or were there a lot of seasons for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. The people that have left my life.
No, he asked
Stop.
Which
reasons
one?
or seasons.
Yeah, reasons or
Like,
seasons.
which
Wait.
one?
Oh, more?
I'm gonna say reasons more.
Yeah. Because I feel like seasons are like, you develop those relationships for longer and then they all of a sudden
Yeah, exactly,
stop.
exactly. What type of relationship building person are you? Like, do you tend to get close with people quickly, or do you tend to like kind of gauge things for a long time and very slowly, like
I definitely gauge. I was talking about this with my friend because he was saying like, or like how I've changed over the years or whatever. And then I'd say every year I feel like I get a little less shy. And he was like saying that he sees that because when we first met, I was a freshman in college, and he was saying like first impression I was like a little bit more not necessarily
Timid.
not
standoffish.
really shy. He couldn't even find the word, but it was just like I kind of get what he's saying, where I was like more reserved usually. And I feel like I still kind of do that, but that's just me catching a vibe. before I start something.
Right.
Because I don't want to like be.
Do you cater towards the other person in terms of this vibe that you're talking about?
No, that's like me testing how close I want to get to this person.
Oh.
So it's like there's only so much I can say, or like I feel like there's a limit to how close we can get. So I'm not gonna take a step further in like that
Right.
friendship or something.
Right.
Stuff like that.
So are there like clear things that you don't like in friends and people that you meet? Some things that like you will find is like, okay, yeah, this particular quality, this isn't gonna make me not, want to be as close to this person.
I guess
And like things, and it's not like a normal thing where it's like, oh, this person's like a known liar or something. It's just like something
Yeah,
like
'cause that's
special
like
to you, what you don't
don't
find
like
or what you don't find to be compatible with you in terms of friends.
people who gossip a lot.
Gossip?
Yeah,
You don't gossip?
that's not no. It's like when I just met you and you're like
Oh,
spilling all
gossiping
this stuff
new
about someone
things.
else.
Yeah.
You're like talking shit about someone or someone that they know.
right.
It's like we're not close like that, but also it's like if they're talking this poorly about a person, regardless if they like them or not, like who's to say they're not gonna do that about me?
Oh, okay.
You know,
That's a solid one. That's a solid one.
red flag.
Yeah, but I thought red flags were strictly for the romantic interest.
Not no.
Mm.
I feel like it's a general term that you could just put on any type of relationship.
I see.
It's just for people in general.
Yeah, I feel like you just hear it more with relationship stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Charles? Do you tend to jump into friendships and things quickly? Like you like it escalates faster? Or do you take your time? Like you slowly creep in every level?
It's like a plateau. So when it first starts out, because knowing me, I try to be on good terms with most people I meet, and I try my best to make sure that when I leave whatever meeting I have with this person, that the next time I see them, there won't be any bad blood between us or any grudges. So like it's like a graph where when I first started a friendship, right? It's like I get close to you pretty quickly.
Right.
But then after a certain point, like you will realize
Diminishing
that
returns.
I'm like I draw lines where like
Right,
I'm not
right.
comfortable like talking with you about certain topics.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, where like I'm not comfortable hanging out with you in certain settings.
Yeah.
But when I first start out with a friendship,
It's pretty quick.
yeah, it's pretty quick. I try to in fact cater to them and make them, comfortable, make them like me so that they want to, start a friendship with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say starting out it's like this, and
Okay.
then after a certain point,
Yeah.
it kind of plateaus
Yeah.
off. But if you can make it past that, it's another.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Okay.
There's another step in this.
You know what? I like that. I think I'm similar to you in terms of like I have that type of graph. It's like looks like Mount Everest. I mean, it could be Mount Everest or it could look like a little hill. Who knows? But yeah, usually I think that I quickly get close to people, and it's just like people that I click with, like it genuinely becomes like a close friendship like pretty fast. Most of my friends right now, a lot of them, I think we've just like from the point of meeting, I think I was able to become pretty close friends with them within just a couple months. It didn't take like years to develop a friendship. I mean, obviously, like certain things with trust and stuff like that that's just something that you gain over time. But in terms of like how comfortable we are with each other and things that we we feel like we could the frequency of us hanging out and things, I think I pretty quickly I get close. What about you?
I feel like that's me too. But it kind of that's where like sometimes I have like a divide in my friendships or to how close I get with them. Because initially, like hanging out and stuff and, like eating together, like hanging out in a big group or hanging out one on one, like these types of things comes naturally and easily to me. But for a friendship for me to last with them, I think that takes a lot more time for me to open up. But not in the sense where it's like, oh, I can't tell them anything. It's more like I have a wall or like a barrier, but that's just like inside of me. Like I don't necessarily show it, but like if you ask me anything about myself, I'll tell you. Like informational stuff is fine, but regarding how I feel and what I think about you and like in terms of our friendship, it definitely takes a longer amount of time to open up
Mm,
for me.
yeah.
But that's where the divide is for me, where it's like, if I want this person to be one of my closest friends, then I'll put that effort into trying to open up to them and getting to know them so that I can do that. Or it's just a friend that like not necessarily to as shallow as like an acquaintance, but like a friend that like I can have fun with and like hang out with. It's like there's a definite like clear divide in that.
I think that I realize when I'm pretty close with a person is when I feel like the need to call them out on certain things. Because
Mm,
before that, I'm like, I would let a lot of things slide. Like, even though I don't like it or whatever, I'll just be like, yeah, you know, you do your thing. I don't like what you do. But like with my close friends, like I noticed myself like calling them out on shit more. And then I'm like, oh, why does this bother me like all of a sudden, you know? Things like that. But
yeah.
yeah, I think when I start calling people out on stuff or when I feel like I should call them out is when maybe like we were establishing like a closer friendship or
Yeah.
relationship, you know. Do you guys call your friends out?
Yeah.
What
Usually.
do you say? Do you go about it in a nice way or do you go about it in
I
like
think it depends on my friends
In
because
your relationship with them.
okay, well,
no, I mean
Close
like
friends?
yeah,
I
like
mean
close friends.
some people are more
Open to it.
no. Like some people, like the way that they say things, it's more direct and blunt, and some people like they try to like be nice about it. So I'm just wondering like if you're the type to be a little bit nicer, like are you direct to the point? It's like, hey, like this doesn't look very good,
Um,
or like
I
this can look a little better. Like, are you?
I usually
Oh.
am a little bit more on the blunt side
Uh-huh.
for all of my friends. They know that, but I think I try to soften up a little bit more depending on the friend that I'm talking to. Like there are certain friends where I can say it to them and just straight up.
Right.
It's not necessarily rude. It's just like I just say how it is.
Yeah.
But they know to put their emotions and feelings aside and just listen to my logic in the
Yeah.
situation. Because usually if I'm pointing something out about you, it's something that I notice that you have an issue with
Hmm.
and like you can work on. Not regards to our friendship, but like if they came to me with a problem, they want my opinion
Yeah.
and it's about them. So then a lot of or some of my friends are able to just take my words as advice and not be hurt by what I'm saying even if I'm not on like because usually I'm trying to be unbiased.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just keep taking their side if they're wrong, you know?
Mhm.
So like a lot of the times, especially with girls, they could take it the wrong way
Yeah.
and think that I'm like,
Attacking
against
them.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So with like I have friends that are just able to take it how it is and they just, they take that in or I have a little bit more sensitive friends who aren't able to take that kind of bluntness from me. And so in that sense, I will I don't tell them straight up. I ask them questions, I feel
Yeah.
like. I'll ask them about how they feel about the situation and what they think is right for them to do. And then based off of what they say, I will try to kind of
Nudge them.
yeah, and like it's definitely blunt, but it's in a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah. Yeah.
softer way. I take it down a lot.
What about you guys? What are your guys' style in terms of confronting your friends or calling them out?
I feel like because I'm close with them, I usually just tell them. So
It's,
I'm okay. Like I'm comfortable with doing it.
it's like, hey, your makeup looks clapped today.
Yeah.
Like that. Like that.
That's actually an occurrence that's happened.
Really?
Why did okay? Because I have
You told them it looks clapped.
This is two different occurrences. It was
That's not how she said it.
Your shit's clapped,
I
bro.
had this friend and her eyebrows were thick,
Uh-huh.
very very
She
thick.
drew it on thick?
Yes, and like I didn't go to school with her anymore at this time, and then we hung out. Another friend told me that at their school, guys will talk about how thick her eyebrows are.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, who's gonna say something?
Yeah, so
Like,
you were the one to
yeah.
save her.
And then
Did she appreciate that?
I don't know.
When you told her it looked clapped,
What did you
how
say?
did you
This happens so I have another example anyway.
Okay.
But I mean she still kind of draws him a little thick, but
Oh damn.
What's her name?
but that's to each their own, okay? I've done my part.
This friend that Sharon knows, you know who you are. Your eyebrows are still clapped, she said.
Hey, my other
Bitter.
my other friend, she watches this sometimes, so she'll probably know if this is her or not.
Okay.
But I think she had just gotten her eyebrows done, and she's like kind of like a redhead,
Okay.
light brown redhead type of thing.
Uh-huh.
And they gave her an eyebrow pencil, and it was kind of orange.
Right.
And so then she had it on for a couple days, and then I told her, and she was like, "Damn, is it?" She went home, thought about it, and she was like, "It is orange."
Okay,
So
but
she
these
never
are
wore it
like
again.
pretty like
What?
it's just
Minor,
about yeah, it's like
like, it's,
minor
like,
things.
physical,
Like what
like,
about when it
appearance.
comes to like serious things where they like
It's like a matter of their morals or like their
Yeah.
like,
when it comes to those types of things, how do
Oh,
you
They're
no,
in
something
a
like, no,
toxic
yeah,
relationship
their
yeah,
fundamental
yeah,
common
yeah.
sense, you know?
Yeah, it's like your
Yeah.
friend, you're like, it's something like your friend is like doing something, like that is not.
I have. And then
How did you tell them? Did you tell them like
yeah, I
direct?
just told him like, "What do you? This is so wrong. Like, what do you mean?" And I had like
Uh-huh.
a conversation with him, and then okay, that fell out a little bit.
Do you regret the way that you approached them about it?
No, because it just like led into like other stuff that became a problem.
So you're
I don't regret saying it.
so the directness wasn't the issue.
I don't think so.
Okay. What about you? How do you go about? Do you like to nudge people in a certain way, or do you like to slap them in the face with the truth?
I mean, I like to nudge them, but if they don't understand, like from like the nudging,
Yeah.
then like I'll start to
It's the
escalate.
roundhouse kick of truth.
Yeah, I guess so. That's how
gotta
it
change
comes.
the tone a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta change the tone a little bit. You know?
That's
like-
like his
it's
thing.
like-
Everything.
You're not understanding. You ain't understanding right now.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I try to be as nice as possible when approaching people about their issues because
Why
so
are you
many
smiling?
Yeah, because I know, and then he's gonna change the tone a little bit.
so many people, right? Like like Nicole said, they might take it just the wrong way. Like when you're just genuinely trying to, help a friend get better or like help them be the best version of themselves, they just might take it the wrong way. Or they just might not listen, even though it's like a serious problem that is affecting those around them. Right? So even whatever it is, right? Like I don't want them to feel bad when I approach them about it.
Yeah.
But that care for my care for their emotions starts to diminish once they
listen.
once they demonstrate to me that diplomacy isn't the answer, then we gotta get a little forceful,
Oh, I see. A little more militant with the words.
Yeah, a little
I
more
love the way
militant
he
with the
like
words, you know?
accentuates. He's like, but when they like,
The care for the emotions goes down, huh?
Yeah, I regardless
little
of
bit more
whether it
ballistic
hurts
with the
their
words.
feelings or not, like I'm gonna be straight up with them and be like,
Yeah.
I tried my best to kind of imply and like kind of give you hints that you weren't
Yeah.
something you're doing is wrong.
You were saving them.
I was trying to save you, but you look at you right now, you're acting like a complete joke ting, you
Yeah.
know? So I have to be straight up with you.
Yeah, and then you really.
And if they can't do it, then I have to publicly shame them.
Oh.
Oh my
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Calm down.
You know what? That I agree with you on that. Like it's like if these words aren't helping you, you just have to be shamed into realization.
Yeah, like I feel like that's the like when other people see your flaws and then you
Yeah.
like it's not just me that's telling you, right?
Yeah.
The views and gazes and reactions
Yeah.
of others is
so
telling you
into it.
that you are a complete joke ting.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I think there's definitely a time and place to be blunt or
Yeah.
soft. Like I think neither. If you're like just one,
That's a problem.
it is a problem.
Oh,
Like if
yeah.
you're
It
just
is a
too
problem.
blunt,
I-
That's
or
the
if you
problem.
I
Too sensitive, it goes nowhere.
let me be
Either
the
way,
first
I
one to
think
No,
tell you.
exactly.
there's
Let me be
yeah.
the first one to tell you, being too blunt is a problem. It's a very big problem. It's been a major problem in my life. Major
Because I
problem.
feel like a lot of people tend to think, oh, because I want my friends to be blunt with me if they have an issue with me, they do the same thing to their
Yeah,
friends. But
exactly.
you can't do that because they're not the same person as
Yeah,
you and they
exactly.
take it in a different way. No matter how good your intentions are, it doesn't matter if on the receiving end they feel attacked, you know? Which is why I say that there's a time and place
Absolutely.
when you need to be a
Absolutely.
little bit softer. Not saying sugarcoat things,
Yeah.
but like say it in a nicer way or be blunt.
You know when I knew it was a problem the way that I like tell people things?
Mm.
It was when I started noticing that my friends don't come to me with their problems anymore because they don't want to hear how I have to say things. Regardless of what I'm saying is right or wrong. I noticed that my friends like they don't want to talk to me about their problems sometimes because they know that uh I'm probably right in my advice, but my delivery it like hurts them or not hurts them, but like it makes them not want to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like things like that. It's just they don't want to. They I think I fail to realize, or I have failed to realize that when people come to when my friends want to talk to me about their problems, they want to talk to their friend about a problem. They don't want to talk to ChatGPT, something that's going to spit out an answer right away. You know, I think what they want me to do is just help them like think through the issue
Yeah, like
and
process
kind of
it.
for themselves instead of me like shoving down an answer down their throat. So yeah, I realize like my friends like they don't want to talk to me about their problems.
Is this the same for guys and girls? Because I feel like
I don't have a lot of girlfriends, but actually, my girlfriends they actually do talk to me about some of their problems.
because in like relationships, like the girl comes to the guy. The guys guys are more logical. They want an answer. They want to
Yeah,
fix
yeah,
something.
yeah,
They want
yeah,
to
yeah,
So like when a girl is like ranting like that, they tend to lean towards, oh, I need to help her. I need to fix this. I need
yeah,
to give an
yeah.
answer.
Exactly.
But the girl just wants to rant.
No, exactly, exactly. But the thing is, I am so like extremely on the blunt end and like the figure it out end that even guys to me like is sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so like on this end. So I realized and it's very difficult to do, but I realized the best way to talk to people and give them advice is to talk to them in a way that makes them feel like they came up with the answer themselves, even though I was like feeding them everything. You know what I'm saying? It's
You're
like
asking them
I was like
questions.
circling around the answer and like
Yeah.
nudging them, and like, oh my gosh, oh that was the answer right there, and I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I was telling you this whole time.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's it. And they think they thought of it, but I mean, but the thing is,
Is
I
that your
realized,
approach now?
it's like that Inception approach. I like plant the seed very deep in their mind, and then all of a sudden, like 10 days
Then
later,
ranking out
yeah,
of
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
an
yeah,
onion.
yeah. And then they're like, oh shit, this was the answer.
He's like playing with them while they're going through
Literally.
their emotions.
But like the thing for me is I hate that because it's so much patience and so much like listening to their bullshit that's all wrong. Okay, this is exactly why people don't want to talk to me because I call their shit bullshit.
Bullshit?
But
Yeah.
I mean it's
yeah,
a recently, not recently, but like it's been a ongoing thing for me to really try to be more patient and listen to their problems and yeah. No, really, I've been working on it and I think I've gotten a lot better.
Why
What
do
you
you
think?
think that?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, how would I know?
That I'm more empathetic and that I'm more patient.
How would I know?
What do you mean?
Why
You
do you
interact.
Yeah,
with
but we
me.
don't have any like issues or like
I
we
guess.
don't come to each other with
I
our like
I
deepest darkest secrets. And
I
stuff.
guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like the way that I say things, it's not as
aggressive?
yeah, not as like rough around the edges as before. I really tried to take a second to think about how this is going to be translated into them. Well, I get it wrong most of the time, anyways. But I mean, I take this second to think about it. It's like, but right before I say something, like if it's kind of like a sensitive thing, I kind of like kind of simulate in my mind like the potential outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, like it'll be like I don't even understand people. Like it'll literally be one word that changes the entire like perception of what I said to them. It's like fucked up. Why can't you just see what I'm saying? Why gotta fucking focus on little words and shit? You know what I'm saying?
Delivery.
I know it's fucked up, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I've been trying to really kill him with love these days.
Good for you. I'm glad you're working on yourself.
Yeah,
As
I got it for my friends, or else I'm gonna be left with no friends.
Hey, sometimes it takes a difficult road for you to get to that point. So
Yeah, yeah.
easy way or hard way.
learning process.
That brings us to our next topic of how would you explain taking a break in a relationship, or what do you guys consider as the break phase in a relationship? Like, what is acceptable, what is unacceptable? Like, how do you guys define what a break is in a relationship?
I'm one to say I don't believe in breaks.
You know, I used to think that, and I still do to a certain extent. Uh, I don't know. It's really a make it or break it situation. And I think it depends on the reason why you're willing to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Because oftentimes it's an excuse. Like whether if someone wants to take a break in their relationship. It's really just because you guys aren't, there's something not right in your relationship anymore, and then you want to take a break. Or it's like a legitimate issue that one side might have. I don't know. I can't really give you an example on that. But yeah. So if you get back together and it works out great, I feel like there are stories of that, which is probably like 1%. Not 1%, but like a very small percentage of couples that actually last like that. Or it just becomes way worse when you do get back together after that. And then it just ends there.
Delay the inevitable.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on a break. That's my opinion on a break. You just delay
the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end.
I mean, I guess depending on how long the break is, like if it's a week, and then at the end you're like, "That was so stupid. I'm never doing that shit ever again." It's like a little bit okay. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I guess it's also like people who interpret a break and then they think, "Oh, we're broken up. I can do whatever I want in this week." I don't like that. Doesn't
in
make
an
sense
ideal world, that's a wonderful situation.
It's the whole Ross and Rachel argument.
No, exactly.
But yeah, I think if you are taking a break, you need to be really clear on your boundaries.
Yeah.
And then take a break.
Yeah.
Too. I also find it's odd that you even have to say that though. That within that break, you should.
It's kind of like better safe than sorry situation.
No, yeah. Because so many cases of it has happened. But it's like, shouldn't you know?
What do you think about breaks?
I mean, like, obviously, I believe that breaks can happen because at the end of the day, like, we're humans at the end of the day, right? So like we just need some time off from each other, right? Like whether it be like a week or two or more, right? Like hopefully not shorter, right? I mean, hopefully not longer.
The truth just came out, and then he was like, "Wait,
hopefully not longer." But anyways, what was I gonna say? But I was gonna say that there should be clear boundaries cut if you want to go back to being a couple again, because it's a free for all basically if no boundaries are set. And sometimes for me, like if there's gonna be no boundaries, then it's actually it's not a break for me anymore. It's just straight up over.
breakup."
Yeah,
It's a breakup at that point. But like if we're just strictly taking some time to take some time off from each other, then I believe that because that something like that could happen. It's something that's realistic, but boundaries need to be defined.
Would you do it then if you needed it, and then cut off 24/7? For a
like
whole week
for
or
a whole week.
2 weeks.
Oh.
I mean, like I'll let them know, like to like ensure like a sense of trust or like
Mhm.
something like that. Like maybe like drop my location and stuff.
Oh, she wouldn't have your location before.
She periodically sent
Defensive.
locations.
No, I'll leave my location on. And then,
Turns it off for the week.
but you know, it's just like ensuring, you know, there's like a sense of trust between us. I feel like is important if you're
Yeah.
on a break, because if one of us is going to, you know, explore different partners during that break, then
Yeah, so what's the point?
yeah,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah.
It's just over.
Just break up.
Just break
Yeah.
up.
Like if it was so easy to do that within a week, I feel like it's just like
You know, the location sharing is interesting. What do you guys think about sharing locations? Like as a couple, like you think it's a must?
I think it's a safety thing.
Okay, I feel like
Is it
now,
really, though?
okay,
I mean, I have my
now-
siblings.
because of the feature on iPhones or whatever apps,
No.
and a lot more people use it, now it's like a given that you should. You don't have to, but a lot of people just do.
What's the feature?
Like, no, like you're sharing your location.
Oh.
It didn't used to have that.
Yeah.
So, like, now everyone already does it. Like, you already do it with your friends, too.
Yeah.
And your family.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
But obviously, if it wasn't there, it's like, this wouldn't even be like a conversation.
Yeah, but
You don't-
you're saying now that it came into existence, like it's a given.
I feel like you do it with your friends, so why wouldn't you do it with your significant other?
Because you don't care about your friends like you do your significant other. So
I feel like if
like-
anything,
That's exactly
it's even
why-
more reason.
no. So I feel like for some people, the argument might be, like it's going to, it's almost like ignorance is bliss. I don't want to be too worried, too caught up, like you know,
But isn't that a
because
different
it gives or it allows you to check up on your person's location like all the time.
I feel like that's a different issue.
That's your own issue.
Yeah, that's completely.
I feel like the way we understand it, right, is we don't have anything to hide, so we can just show it all
yeah.
to them, right? Like wherever we are, like we can, you know, proudly stand up to it and then say with confidence and with
Yeah.
pride, like
Yeah.
with wherever we are, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like
But on the checking end, if they keep checking
Yeah.
location,
that's
and,
their problem.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely their problem. That just means that they don't trust you.
Yeah.
I see.
That's a trust issue on their
I see.
Especially if they're bringing it up.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
you wouldn't
Because
even
like
know that. if they weren't
literally,
bringing
the
it up.
only time I would check is like if I'm meeting up with
Yeah.
them and then
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
coming to
Like,
my
alright.
place and like
Yeah.
we're meeting somewhere. It's like
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
know
yeah,
how they
yeah.
are. Or like if they don't respond for like a longer period of time than usual,
Yeah.
then I'll be like, oh, like what are they doing?
Yeah,
Like it's not even
busy.
like it's not even like a oh my god, is he with a girl? Or like
Or
where is he?
when my friends are going home, I check when they're home.
Mm.
Can you imagine? It's just like you're out with your friends, right?
and then they text you and they're like,
where are you?
Yeah.
And then you check your Find My app and you slowly see a girl like crawling towards you. Bro, that would be bad. Oh my god.
My friends, I don't know, but my friends, they know when I get out of the house like every time. It's crazy. Like they have some like telepathy with me or something.
okay, that's a little
Right? No, because like right when I
Yeah,
leave the house and I'm out.
They're like, where are you going?
Yeah, they're like, why are you here? I'm like, what?
We have it on display on the desktop.
I don't know what it is.
24/7.
I don't know what it is, but they know.
No, I have a couple
It's
friends,
crazy.
like, I was at the movies or something. And then she texts me, she's like, what are you watching? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
Or
honestly,
they'll be like, what are you eating?
yeah. The Find My Friends thing,
It's kind
but I don't really check that much.
My friends are crazier than, like, my partners, I feel like.
Yeah, the Find My Friends. I mean, I personally, I think I have a very healthy relationship with it, but I can see how this can be a big problem for some people.
Yeah.
Honestly, when my friends call me out, like every time I leave the house, I kind of feel like my privacy is violated.
Mhm.
It's like they know all my moves.
Yeah.
legit. Like that's why I don't like to give my like location out to people or
Yeah.
like have them give them access to it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, and also another thing you guys have to be careful about is the Snapchat location.
I was literally thinking about that.
Because a lot of criminals will use that to like prey on like unsuspecting like
Really?
Is it still like the one? Like, there's two options. There's the ones where your friends can see it. Like,
I just
every
have it
single
completely
one.
off because I'm
Yeah,
just
I
sussed
have it
out.
off.
Like, I don't really talk to anyone on Snapchat anyways. So it's just like have it completely off. And it's not like if you're really close with them, right? Like they're probably gonna use Find My, right? Like they're not gonna
Yeah.
use freaking Snapchat to locate
Oh,
you.
bro,
Yeah.
Snapchat outed me this one time, bro.
What?
It outed me because of the damn location thing. It's because like I guess at the time I told my friends like I was going somewhere and then I went somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
and they were so mad at me after they found out I went to the club.
What
They were
did
so
you lie
mad.
about it?
No, like it wasn't a lie. Like I had a good reasoning, but
You have to
yeah.
go to
But
the
why
club.
do they automatically suspect that you lied about it?
No, I don't know. It's just like I forget. It was such a long time ago, but all I remember is Snapchat fucking outed me for that shit, and I was like, bro, it's so fucking stupid, and I turned it off.
The fact that your friends check that too.
No, yeah, that's the craziest thing. And you know what? When I say, how the hell do you know where I'm at all the time? They're like, oh, don't worry, bro. We weren't checking on you. We were checking on our other friends, and you just happened to be. I bet you
I've
they
heard
didn't
that
text
before.
them. I bet you they didn't text their friends like, why are you there? Like, oh, it's only me. It's crazy.
Dude, honestly, that's like another level of like
You know what?
I don't recognize this level of like checking the Find My because I don't know, like for me it's just like never occurred to me to like check that often
Yeah,
and like micromanage like what my friends are doing.
Yeah.
It's just like it sounds so bizarre to me.
You know,
Almost
I think it's a
level of,
girl
like,
thing.
obsessive.
I think it's a girls do this type of thing.
A lot of girls do that.
Like all my, like me and Charles, we have our locations, but I never.
Yeah, it's like why is there a reason to unless we're gonna meet up or something? It's just like I'm like, where's this fool
But,
at?
like,
all
my
Why
other
is he in
friends-
church yet? You know,
Yeah,
like,
all my other friends, the only ones that actually like ask me where I'm at or what I'm doing, like always knows where I'm at, are girls. I feel like girls only do this to me.
Mm.
I mean, I'm assuming only girls did that to you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's something about girls. Like, they gotta
I
know.
was wondering
They
if
gotta
guys
know.
do that whole like
I
checking
don't-
thing.
I
to
literally,
see
even
where
if
you're
I like
going.
check where my friends are, I just look at it and I'm like, okay, like
Yeah.
whatever. But then like my friends, they'll ask me.
Just
It's
zoom
like,
in.
dude, okay, just like you know where I am. Why do you have to like be like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Like, I'll tell you eventually anyway.
Yes.
people be doing too much, man.
No, literally.
Honestly,
I wish there was a function where you can stop sharing locations.
you
like,
can.
No, without.
Without them knowing.
Yeah.
Wait, just
You can.
turn it off?
Oh, how do you do
If
it?
you're looking
Okay, well, do you want us to say it on the pod?
What do you mean? There's a secret way?
No, it's not a secret way, but like, do your friends watch this?
Oh, off pod, off pod, off pod,
Oh my god.
off pod.
No, but then girls already know the trick, so it's kind of.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when they can't see my location, they're like, "Why the fuck is your location on?"
I'll just tell
Yeah, I was like,
everyone
what did you do?
right now. There's a difference between location unavailable and no location found. That's all I will say.
Whoa, what the fuck
What?
does that mean?
That's just what it is.
What?
I'm
There's
sure
a
the crazy
difference?
ones know what that means.
There's a
I thought
difference.
it was this.
No, there's a difference.
Whoa, location not far. Isn't that when like someone
You're
is
in the
like, just
mountains or
so
something?
far out, like it's just you can't.
That's one of the reasons.
Like when I was in Korea, I turned on the Find My phone.
you know, no, Korea doesn't work.
Yeah, they can't.
Oh really?
No, they
You're
like
not allowed
banned
to
it.
You're not allowed to track their location.
Yeah, they banned it. But yeah.
That's why.
Mm.
No, yeah, because like, actually, I tried to track your location in Korea because I was like wondering what you were doing, if I could call you, but then I couldn't find you. So yeah, I just called you and you were in the subway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were like falling asleep after drinking by yourself.
Was I? Don't say that.
But Korea.
All right, cut that shit, okay? Cut that shit.
Oh, I wasn't even listening to that part. But Korea, they do the cacao. Like you can send your
Oh.
current location,
Mm.
but it's not like an
You
indefinite
can't.
thing. But that's all you can do.
Yeah, the location thing in Korea is trash. Like even when like you try to like call a taxi and stuff like that, it's like not like.
Oh.
Yeah.
How
It is
does
what it
even
is.
work?
Oh yeah, but we got here from breaks, huh? I think my what I'm okay with in terms of breaks is 1 week. If it's anything past 1 week, yeah, it's over because it's going to be over anyway soon. So I'd rather just cut it quick, cut the losses quick. Because if I don't think there's a single problem that should take longer than a week to figure out. Because first of all, like we're not even married, okay? And I could figure out. I figured out like bigger deals with people, you know, in terms of like the dollar value, and we can't figure out one little relationship problem in a week. Come on now. Come on now.
Also, if you were married, what are you gonna do? Take a break for a week, and then if you had kids, you're just gonna leave?
No, that's the thing.
It doesn't
Exactly,
make sense
exactly.
to me.
I feel like you know you should really try to keep it, you know, 2 to 3 business days. But in terms of if it's anything past 7, damn.
Yeah.
Look, if
Yeah.
it just means that one or both of you are not willing to work through it then. And if it's the unwillingness, oh, it's over anyways.
Yeah.
The unwillingness just means it's over.
Because it should be stressing you out. For
Yeah,
that week.
exactly. And if
Yeah.
if you feel good about this break and you're like, damn, this is the time to chill,
Exactly.
yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Just know that
should know
it's
that.
over. Yeah, because if I'm trying to be with somebody and then it's taking this long to figure out, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's-
I think I do agree with that, but also I'm not as like super against breaks because regardless of like being in a relationship and having a break, I have taken a break with my friend.
What the hell does that mean?
You just,
A friend break?
you just stop meeting your friend for a bit.
But not
Stop
because we
talking.
had like an argument or whatever. It was because I was very like mentally just like exhausted. And
Regardless of this friend.
regardless of this friend, but this is a friend that I talk to every single day.
Oh, I see. And then you.
So it was basically
Oh, I
as
see.
if we were
Oh,
in
I
a
see, I
relationship.
see, I
You know
see.
what I'm saying? Like
it was like
one
very
of my-
routine for you to talk to this person.
Yes, and I would talk to her every day, but then because I was so like in my own head with like my own problems,
Yeah.
that whenever she would like check in on me or like we just have a normal conversation, I'd start getting annoyed because I felt like I like had to respond or like I had to
Yeah.
like give my energy, and it was nothing against her. It's just that like I didn't want to put out my anger on her when it's not even her fault because of like me getting annoyed.
Right.
So then I asked her, I was like, look, like I don't want to project any of like my issues on you. So I think I just need to like,
I'll talk to you for a little bit.
yeah.
I see.
And it did hurt her in me saying that because obviously she didn't do anything wrong. So she was like confused as to why I asked her for that.
Yeah, I could. You have to be very specific about why you're doing it then. Like extremely specific.
Yeah. So then, and it was not even just a week for me. It was like probably.
Okay, yeah, but with friends, come on. It's to take.
No,
take
but
your time.
that's not.
Take your time.
That's okay.
No, I
talking
stop-
to
Dude,
every
like, the
day?
thing is,
I don't
like the
know.
thing is, look.
No, but I talk to this friend every
that's
single
No, sure,
day.
sure. Like, okay, but for like, let's just say me and Charles. Like, let's just say I felt myself like I'm like going into a bad place, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to treat Charles right when I speak to him. Then I'll tell him like, yo, look, Charles, I feel like the way that I'm talking to you isn't right. So I might just need to take some time to gather myself so that I can treat you correct again. Because
No, yeah, I
the way
did
that
say
am.
that, but regardless of whether or not she she definitely understood where I was coming from, but on her side, she didn't do anything wrong. You
So
see?
yeah, no, exactly. But
So, like,
I'll
regardless
make sure
of-
Charles understands that,
No, yeah, they
and then
do
I'll stop
understand,
talking
but
to him 1 year.
okay.
Pick it right back up next year. We'll come back. We'll come back for the 2024 season.
Stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever.
No, yeah, but I probably took like a month or two off. It was like a pretty long time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this you taking a break from all your friends or just her?
No, because she doesn't text all of her friends like
That-
the
I mean,
frequency.
but because she said 2 months, so that I feel like
No, I mean, I texted my other friends, but my other friends, I also don't text that often. So they're just like to check in or like if something big.
Like she
happens.
doesn't feel obligated to text any of her other
Yeah.
friends like she does with her because it was
Like I was definitely
routine.
texting all my other friends like less too because of how I was.
Just like the feeling of obligation was heavy for her.
Plus, like that was like the feeling that I got from me already being in like my own head about other things. So yeah, that's the,
Damn, you're a fucked up friend, huh?
you know,
That's fucked up.
it is fucked up.
I've done something like this.
It's fucked up, but like I don't want to treat you worse.
Dude, honestly,
go.
oh my gosh.
Explain.
You know, it was I was so stupid. Like I can't believe I even done this. But there was this person that I, you know, used to talk to like all the time, every day, probably like doubled my Snapchat score with this person, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then like one day I just realized, I was like, damn, like we literally talk about nothing. Like it's just we send each other shit just to send each other shit. So like one day I texted this person, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna be messaging you as much because we don't talk about anything. And I said it in like just like that. Just like that. And I was like, no, at the time, no, this is what I'm saying. This was like younger me. This was like younger me, and I just like sent them that.
God.
I just sent them
What's
that.
wrong with you?
And the
You did it twice.
yeah. I was just so sick and tired of like texting this person like this. And then yeah, like this person was like, what the fuck? And the worst part is, like, I think there was like underlying interest amongst both of us too. But like it was just, I was just so sick and tired of like just texting like that. So it was like just such a bad move on my end, like on all sides. And then yeah, but that's what I did. And I realized I should never do it like that ever again.
Did something blow up afterwards?
No, nothing blew up. It just died into nothing. Like
So-
quite literally, like the friendship, like it just died.
Would you guys consider this like a? Actually, I don't know, man. This is
No, it was just it was really mean. That was just like a really like young and dumb thing to do. I don't know why I did that.
okay. It's almost like
Psychotic, dude. Like I literally I just like cut it. Like
it's like
I just
we
literally
don't talk about anything.
yeah
Like let's just stop.
yeah. I just
Dude, when he said that hurt me for a
no,
second.
I just like
Oh my
cut
God.
it. Yeah, I just like cut it and then
Okay, my
But you
friend
were
said
really
that
friends?
to me. Bro,
I
I'm
was-
crying.
no,
Were
I
you
was like-
really friends though?
I was like
Stop.
I like messaged. I was like, yo, like we're really not talking that much. I was like, I'm not gonna message you as much like this anymore. Like, just talk when you have something to say. I was like,
You didn't
dude.
say that.
no, I dead
No,
ass
you
didn't.
didn't.
No, because the thing is-
Talk when you have something
I
to
said
say.
something along those lines because I specifically remember like she like sent me like very like flabbergasted, like disappointed and like confused, upset like response back. And like I still kind of remember that. And I'm like, damn, I don't know why I did it like that. It was
You're
messed
an
up.
asshole.
No, I really am. I take full responsibility for this one, but yeah. I think you know who it was too.
No, I know exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. But you know, it was. You know, I'm so sorry to you.
Yeah.
I'm really,
Apology.
yeah, I'm very sorry to you. That's just I'm not the same person anymore. But yeah, it's a messed up situation, definitely. You know how when
How
you
could
said
you say
you know
that
how
you
when
did
you
the
said-
same thing as
you know-
me?
you
That
know-
is so
you know how you said, like-
my situation is nothing like yours.
Hold on, but
You
you know
stop
how
being
you know how when
friends.
Charles said like when he ghosts somebody he just says bye, like that was pretty much me. I'm like bye, and I just disappeared into thin air.
It's not even biased. Just, you know the peace sign, the
Yeah.
peace emoji is peace.
Yeah, yeah. It was just
You, you should have just sent her a ghost emoji.
You both did it at the same time.
yeah. I mean that's what it was. I spooked her. I spooked
Wait,
her.
that was kind of crazy.
That was so good.
Hey, brothers think alike. Wallahi.
What?
You know.
Oh gosh. Wow.
What about this? Like, you let's say I'm not in like a good mental spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just need some time off from like social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So you just tell your friend like I'm just gonna go AWOL for a bit.
That's what I did.
Like, well, like it's basically like all your friends.
I feel like it makes sense. It's all your friends if you just did
Because I feel like I used to do that like once in a while. Like,
it.
because I had a friend, right? Before I went to Korea in December, I used to meet with him like once or twice a week. And then we would just work on like job application stuff together because we we live so close to each other, right? And we also went to high school together. And he's like one of my only friends that I still keep in touch with from high school. But he's a guy that's like very spontaneous and like would be like, hey, let's go do something like out of the blue. And then I felt bad because I was just not in a good mental state at the time. So like I was like kind of kept on rejecting him, and then like he's like very like enthusiastic and like trying to like, you know, get me to come out. Like he knows that like I'm not feeling good. Like I'm basically depressed at the time, right? But then like I kind of like told him, right, like I'm not in a good place to like hang out. Like I don't want to do anything social at this time right now. basically. So like I don't know, like how would you guys take it if some like one of your friends like basically just said that like I'm not like in a good place. I don't want to do anything social. Like I don't want to hang out with you right now because like I'm just like I don't feel capable enough to. Like how would you guys what would you guys think of that?
I mean, if you said that to me, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some time, but you better snap out of this quick because, I will feel like I was like one of the people that you can actually count on to talk about, your lows with. So I'm hoping that, whenever you feel like you can, I'll be one of the first people you hit up. But I'm not gonna be hurt or anything for sure. Like it's just, but I definitely do think that you should reach out to me as soon as possible because being in a downward spiral like that by yourself, it's not good. It's better to talk it out with somebody that can help you think through things in a more positive way.
Yeah, but I don't know, like sometimes I just need like
No, yeah, I think you do.
like,
Okay, I'm not gonna be like, oh hell no, Charles, you can't go over there by yourself.
I'm gonna go to your house every single
I get
day.
it though.
like I'm wondering like if any of you guys like felt like that, like you just need to
Space.
be like
Yes.
Yeah.
free of all these like social expectations.
Oh,
That's why I feel like
friends and, like pressures and stuff. So like it's like basically like
dude, I used to just not even like warn people. I used to just like drop it. I used to just like leave. Yeah, like in terms of like I would just completely just like. So for example, I remember when I used to be in like, I think it was like when I was like 18. Like for example, like me and my friends, we would be in like a group call, right, on Discord or Skype or whatever. And then like no, literally like when I feel like oh shit, like this is getting too much, I just leave. No bye, no nothing.
That's not happened before.
I just dip out.
You kind of do that now.
No, I don't. I never just dip out.
Not like in a bad way. It's just like you're kind of just okay, and then you end it.
What? I always end the conversation when I end the call. I never just go like.
I can't really think of it right now because it hasn't happened like recently or anything.
We don't call like that.
No. That I can't even think of an example.
she's just delusional.
Oh, gaslighting me again? One more time, huh?
What do you mean one more time?
Biggest cat bro on the podcast.
I thought of it.
Okay.
This is like when all of us are like hanging out and all four of us are talking. You start going on your phone and
I check out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the equivalent to this. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I do that. But it's not because like I'm like it's a different.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Thing. Like when I just like check out of a conversation, like it's just like okay, like I don't want to like ruin, like I'm just gonna do my thing. But then when I left the like a group call like that means that I'm just completely not in it. I'm just done. Today I'm over. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do that because sometimes the thing it doesn't interest me that much. So I'd rather not like ruin what you guys have going on. I just like, let you guys continue your thing. But I also never come back at you guys like, what happened? What's good? Like, I don't make you guys like repeat what's going on,
Oh, well, yeah.
Because that's like kind of rude in my opinion. Like if I'm going to check out, like I did that on my prerogative. So I'm not going to make you guys catch me up on what happened.
Yeah.
So that's the thing for me. That's like my main thing. If you're going to check out of a conversation, don't be asking what happened. You already checked out. That's like you missed out. It's done.
And you purposely checked out to go on your phone.
Yeah. Like, don't be
Yeah.
saying what's good. Like, don't be all of a sudden getting interested in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna be in it, be in
Say
it
it.
like the whole time. So I lost that privilege. Like, I fully understand. I lost the privilege to ever ask you guys what's going on. Like, I just better catch back up. Like, if I want to join back in. So yeah, that's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The needing a break thing though from friends, I feel like because I get it, if you were to say that, then it's understandable. Like needing to be in your own space. I feel like especially in your 20s, you like it's very important to be by yourself. And like be that independent and like think about stuff on your own, kind of develop like what is important to you rather than have like other people influencing what you're thinking.
Yeah, no, like that's exactly like why I needed that kind of break in December. It's just like I need some time to think by myself, no distractions, no like other voices. Like as much as I appreciate, friends' inputs and whatnot, it's just sometimes you need to take some time to collect yourself by yourself.
Oh, you took a lot of time to collect yourself. That was a good amount of time.
But I don't know. It's like
No, yeah.
it's like a constant journey. Everyone is like,
Yeah, you know what? My career trip for me has been very beneficial as well. I mean, that was a very long thinking time for me. It's like 2.5 months.
That's crazy. I was
That was
there for like
crazy.
1 month.
Yeah, I like almost 3x your thinking.
Yeah,
time.
and you saying I took a long time. Look at yourself before you speak, huh?
Look, you played me by going to Korea right after I came back.
Oh, yeah.
I told you to come with me, and this motherfucker was like, "Yo, I'll go to Korea." And I'm like, "But what?"
I didn't like it. It was
He
like
wasn't
a
even
weird
planning
thing.
on like
Yeah.
going.
It was like a weird thing with my family.
I'll never forgive you for this. I'll never forgive you for this.
That just means you have to go back again. Yeah.
Always,
We'll go.
always the future.
We'll go come together.
And now I'll embarrass you.
For what?
Okay. No.
Let's stop.
No.
Alright. So moving on to the next topic.
Wait, how long has this been?
An hour.
Oh.
I mean, you're just. Can you tell us a little bit about? I mean, you were at a wedding, so can you tell us a little bit about like a Vietnamese wedding? What that's like?
Okay, well.
Well, I saw you guys. You guys were drinking Hennessey, huh?
Yeah.
That had to be
This
Hennessey.
is
Vietnamese-
last week's
Why do
wedding.
Vietnamese people like Hennessey so much?
I don't know. My grandpa pulled it out, and then
But I don't understand.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I think, like, when you see Vietnamese people drinking, it's always Hennessy. Always.
Heineken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heineken and Hennessy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do you guys like
I
the
don't- I
H's
don't-
so much? And so many Vietnamese people, guess where?
I know.
In Houston.
What is this?
Yeah, I
This
don't
is time?
understand the H's.
Wait,
I don't know. Ho Chi Minh. What is up with the H's of the Vietnamese?
See, maybe it's like the letter E, most common letter.
I
in the
really don't
alphabet.
understand. It's like the hoes in Houston drinking Hennessy and Heineken. It's like
from Hanoi.
yeah, it's all of these H's. What's good with this? But like, I genuinely think that VSOP Hennessy is like something cultural tie with Vietnam.
Hmm?
Something. It's
Why do you think that?
because that's the choice of like the liquor of choice for Vietnamese people, which is interesting because like usually the liquor of choice for people is like of their country. Like for example, like for Korean is soju. Like
China is like mouth.
yeah,
Oh.
like it's like that. But like Vietnamese people is like
I don't even know if
Hennessy.
we have like a.
really.
Yeah, now that you're saying it, I can't think of one.
Probably definitely do. Every
Yes.
country.
No, like I'm sure you guys have it, but like
But
what I
are
see here is
drinking
always Hennessy, always Hennessy. It's very interesting.
it. I
Like
never
always,
noticed that until recently though, because
Oh,
it was always
really?
the dark liquor, the whiskey. That was normal.
yeah. But then
like
that dark liquor whiskey is always Hennessy. It seems like.
so I've noticed. Yeah. Now.
It's crazy. But yeah, what are other than Hennessy? What do you guys?
Okay, that was like okay. I've never seen that before at a wedding. It was just like that last week.
Yeah.
Also,
but
like-
I'm telling you, starting
He's
from now
a
on.
raver.
Ooh.
The one that got married last week.
Oh, the groom.
Yes, and her too. guess.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying when you start going to more Vietnamese wedding, I'm telling you, you're gonna notice a trend. Even in celebrations, it's always gonna be Hennessy.
I see that in family
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
That's
what
my
I'm
own
saying.
family. So I'm like, I
That's
don't know what
I'm
other
saying.
ones
Yeah,
are.
all the other ones be
There's
like that
always
too.
dark liquor.
No, it's because every time I see like a Vietnamese celebration, always Hennessy, always.
There's never any clear.
Yeah.
Now I think about it.
Yeah.
There's never any
Guys
vodka,
love
never any
the-
tequila.
Yeah, you guys love the deep flavors.
I get the
Yeah.
witziness.
Yeah. But what are some like things that are traditional to Vietnamese like culture that in
Usually,
wedding?
the food is like Chinese style, like family style.
Okay.
So then a lot of different foods come out, and then
Is it like a buffet style or is it like at the table?
they bring it to the table.
Okay.
And then it's like everyone gets the same stuff. And
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
in and out. And everyone shares whatever.
Yeah.
There's like a specific one that is always there, and there's like crab soup.
Okay.
That is so good. It's kind of like, you know what egg
Gelatinous?
drop soup is?
Yeah. It's like a
It's
little
like
gelatinous.
That kind of, but it's like crab.
Yeah.
That is my favorite thing
Okay.
at weddings.
Yeah.
And then there's like the outfit change.
The outfit change. What's the outfit change?
This where they like change into the dress.
The Vietnamese dress?
Yeah. And then
Is it red?
It doesn't have to be. My uncle's was black last week. And
Okay.
then the one he married is Korean. She changed into a hanbok.
Humble.
Oh.
Is that normal?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
wear
yeah,
hanbok
yeah.
at Korean wedding ceremony.
Oh, and then the parents also wear it.
Yeah.
And then same thing with Viet too.
Oh, he married a Korean woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good for him. Good for him.
Vietnam people really just like Korean people, I feel like.
I think every Asian likes Korean people.
Yeah.
Really?
I think Korea is.
I mean, so I freaking noticed with
I
our
think-
friend group at least, just
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
I
I think
feel like
I think
my family-
Korea. I think maybe yeah. Something about the looks of Koreans people in Asia like it most.
I couldn't tell you on this.
I feel like yes, you could.
Because if anything, I feel like my family members don't. Actually,
No, I mean, I just look at it based off of our
our friends, yeah.
You and our two other
Me.
friends.
Oh boy, I wonder why Sharon decided to learn Korean of all the different languages.
I wanted to watch K-drama.
For
With
real.
Al-
Sharon is a freaking joke. Oh my goodness.
Don't put out such foul facts.
That's not even that foul.
God.
Anyway, so what else?
I forgot.
Is there any like ceremonial things that you
that I don't really know so much anymore because they don't really do
No, 'cause
it.
I was
but-
watching House of Hope, and there was like this scene where before they get married, like the groom's family, all of them would line up,
Mhm.
and then they like walk to the bride's
Mhm.
house, and they like give them
To
gifts
the
and shit.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they do that?
I mean, I don't know. They did that,
No,
but
like it's
it's a
it's
thing
funny
though.
because the entire groom's family will line up in a singular line,
Yeah.
and they like walk down the street, and it's
They
like a fucking like bus of Vietnamese.
They have
like,
red
just
pillows with a gift.
Yeah,
on them.
they're all walking with fucking gifts like this. There's like 30 of them in a line, and they can't get out of the line. I guess like they always have to walk single file line, and they walk up to the house, and the groom comes up first, and then they get like the little things, and then they have like a little like Hennessey celebration after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys receive money too, like at the weddings?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like for in Korean weddings, you know, people, all these like different like,
Yeah.
couples and families. Whenever they enter, like they give them like
Yeah.
It's an Asian thing. And then
That's an Asian thing, right?
yeah, and then like the couple and the parents, I feel like go to each table and thank them, and then they give them the money.
Oh, that's how they do it.
Oh.
Because it's
Oh.
if you receive the money.
It's like
there's
at
a
the
box.
front.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
that
right when you
too.
walk in, like you put it in.
Yeah, we have that too.
So you 2 times you give money. So once
No.
when you go in, and
No,
then once when
it's
you
like
go
either
out.
or.
So you're saying you guys just redistribute the money that you guys receive?
What?
Is that what you mean? So you receive the money as the groom and the bride, and then you redistribute it
No.
to your family
No,
members?
So you guys get money twice then.
No. They just walk around with the box because some people don't even put it in the box and they just
Ah.
walk around with it. Or it's like either or, kind of. But regardless of the fact if you're picking up money or not, they're still going around tables to say thank you and stuff like that.
Oh, but the bride and the groom doesn't have to like give the guests gifts or like money, right?
Uh-uh.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what you said. I was like, wait, what?
No.
It's like going around giving.
Dude, honestly, that that money thing that they receive at the weddings, that's very important for helping with the finances.
Oh.
I think it's very important.
That's looked down on for like American people, I feel like.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, that's why I'm so glad to be Asian in terms of the wedding, because that shit is very important.
The workaround though I've noticed is like they donate to like a house or like their honeymoon, and so you can give
Ooh,
money
American
like
people?
that. Yeah, that's like not. I don't
Oh,
think
they
it's,
have that?
I don't know any American. Like I've never heard about this.
No, I'm just not educated on weddings to begin with, so I don't know.
I
So
thought
that's what they do.
Give,
There's like a
white
fund.
people just give.
yeah,
gifts.
to a house or
There's
like
like a fund, so like,
honeymoon trip,
please
whatever.
Venmo us, like whatever you
I mean,
want.
yeah, I've seen the QR
For our
code.
for our cruise fund.
Yeah.
Do Korean people even have registries?
What do you mean by registry?
Like,
That's
you know,
like the wedding registry where
you
the-
make a list, and then people get gifts for you according to that list. But I don't think Korean weddings have that.
No, you just give them money.
America,
So that they can buy whatever's on that list. you know?
Yeah.
but also it's kind of, you know how people do, they give you money, but culturally, like Koreans, they have to give back.
So you write your name. when
You
you
write your
get the
name, and
money.
then they,
on the envelope,
like
you
the
write
bride
your
and the
name.
groom or like the family has to take them out to dinner or give them some kind of gift. It's
Or
Not-
or like when it's their turn to get married, like you have to like
Kind
kind
of
of give like the
give
equal
a-
amount
yeah.
back.
Oh,
or a little
yeah,
bit more,
that.
if anything.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, so you write your name on the envelope and then you give it to them, and then like they'll like record like, oh, this person gave like this.
Is that just Koreans, or isn't that
Well,
just like?
I only know this to be Korean.
Isn't that just like a Confucian?
I don't know because I've only been to like a Korean thing where they done this.
This also goes for funerals. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of the same with
Yeah.
the money thing at
Yeah.
funerals.
I don't know about that. At
That's
funerals?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Because
Same thing.
we Korean people receive money at funerals.
Mm.
Like you're supposed to give a little something.
I don't know.
I don't-
I guess it's to help with like the funeral costs
Yeah.
and like living without them, I guess. But yeah, that you're supposed to.
It's like as condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hope this money makes you feel better.
Yeah, go buy yourself a nice 911.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the family does that, but like you're saying, like guests, all the guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single guest that comes, you're supposed to give a little something.
Oh, the funeral too.
Yeah.
What do you give?
Money.
Money.
Oh, you give them all back money?
What?
No,
They give you money.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like, what do they? Or you give them?
You
No.
give them like
Okay, so
Or like
wait.
when
Okay,
they
this is
know-
return the favor.
So this is how
Yeah.
funerals work. When you walk into the funeral, you have to like put the money, like give them a little money, and then like you go through like the ceremony, and then whoever the family of the dead person is, they buy everybody that came food. Like they go to like a big restaurant, and then like they'll like rent out the restaurant or whatever. Everybody eats.
Oh, I mean, I guess we have that too.
And then with like closer people, they'll either go out to like lunch or dinner with them.
Mhm.
Like I've had to do that a couple of years ago with like some of our family members or like some of our family like friends and stuff. Or you send them something, or you know, like usually it's like in some other way or form of money.
No, yeah, and then like that thing is what I'm understanding is known for. Like when it's their turn to have a funeral, like you like also give back like a similar amount.
Mm.
That's what it's for.
We do
It's-
do the food thing though.
Yeah, like we have to you have to take out everybody. Like
Do you guys have like 100 days after the funeral where like you go back? It's like you.
bro, in
pray-
Korea traditionally that shit's supposed to be like some shit like 3 years.
what do you mean by like
Like the mourning period, like traditional mourning period in Korea, it's crazy, bro.
But the funeral itself
It's supposed to be
usually
3 days.
yeah.
Oh yeah, ours is.
So like
2 days.
so when we were
But you have to
we were at
sleep
the-
at the
yeah,
site. Like,
you have to
usually
sleep
at-
there. You're not allowed to wash. You're not allowed to wash yourself. You can't take a shower.
You can't do that.
You have to wear the same exact
Why?
clothes. It's just the form of mourning. Like they like you're supposed to
Yeah, because
like
if you're cleaning
you can't
yourself,
do
like
shit. You can't do jack shit. You're not supposed to wear pretty color. Like nothing.
Oh yeah, the color.
Like you're supposed to like drink with all the guests. Like you know, it's funny because in Korean funerals, like there'll be like a lot of fights and shit too, and like people will be like gambling and shit. Like it'd be like that.
At the funeral?
Yeah,
yeah, because a lot of like odd family members that like
because everybody comes.
that everyone comes to the funeral like
Oh.
regardless of how close they were, like if they're blood related.
Yeah, like work people,
Yeah, yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
So it's like from a divine.
like, literally, like even if my parents were to die in Korean culture, like all my friends would have to come. Like all my close friends would have to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like all my sister's friends would have to come too. Or like even if like let's just say it was my funeral, yeah, all my sister's friends would have to come. Like if my
But you weren't friends with them, right?
no, never knew them. But if they're close friends, like all her friends are supposed to come, and if she had kids that are old enough, like let's just say in their 20s or whatever, all their friends would have to come too. Like even the kids' friends, things like that.
Kids' friends?
Yeah. Because I'm so closely related to Nicole, like everybody within the immediate vicinity would have to come. That's like the culture.
That's very big.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, like Charles 100% needs to be there. No, yeah, and then there's things like if you're the oldest, then you have to like stand in the front.
Oh yeah.
There's like an order that you
Yeah.
stand, and also during the ceremony, there's like certain things that you need to carry, like the photo or like
Yeah, that's like very important.
there's like
Carries,
certain things that you have to wear too on your arms.
If you
But like it has to be like the oldest son in the
First.
family has to hold certain things. Like there's like a very like
Yeah.
I think the widow always gets it the worst.
Yeah.
I feel like when you like the wife at the ceremony of her
Because they have to
husband,
take care of all the food.
they have to take care of everything. They I feel so bad for them because they have to care about like their
the
morning,
guests.
but they also have to they
Cater
have
to the
so
guests.
much to work out and
Yeah.
figure out.
and it's for days, like
Yeah.
barely sleep.
Yeah. So like especially when we were there, so like our family, we don't have a lot of family members to begin with, and we have like no guys. So I'm one of 3 in my family. So it was my dad, my cousin, and me. So we would basically have to be at the funeral at all times because like especially the guys and the men in Korean like culture, it's like you gotta be there. It's like a patriarchal society. So like the men are like they need to be there. So like yeah, it felt like a job. You need to be there starting like so we didn't do like 100% by the cultural
Yeah, I
rules.
was gonna say.
So we
We
were
stayed from like 8 a.m.
8 a.m. to like 8 or like it was late, and then we would have to repeat that 3 days. So like when the guests come, like even no matter what I'm doing, when a new guest comes, like everybody needs to line up again.
Yeah.
Stand like this one.
And they'll be like, "Oh, Michael told him, thank you."
Yeah.
Yeah, every single guest, and also there's no certain time the guests come. That's why
Yeah,
we're there from 8 a.m. to
Yeah,
midnight.
you have to line up every
It's
single
just
time. new
the whole
person
entire time, the whole entire day. Anyone just comes in now.
So like I'm like so all of us were like just sitting around like in front of the thing like this.
We're like zoned out.
Yeah,
at
we're
this
like
point.
just waiting for new people to come, and then we sat.
Yeah, because also at this point, it was like the day after we landed in Korea,
Yeah,
we started the funeral.
yeah,
And also like going back to like the friends thing they have to come like because we only have 3 men in our family. So there's like a part where you have to carry the casket.
Mm-hmm.
And so like my cousin, he brought
Invited
his
his
friends and they carried it.
because only the men are allowed to like
Really?
hold the casket.
Yeah.
And in Korea, to a living person, you're only allowed to bow once, and to a dead person, you have to do twice. So
there's
if you
like a
can't,
certain way that
you're
you
not
bow
allowed
and
to.
like your hand.
You
when
bow
you
to like the
bow person-
picture. You bow like there's like a picture, and then you bow to the picture 2 times, and you're never allowed.
my
you,
gosh.
you can never bow to a living person twice. It's
And
all-
also
It's
there's like
very
a certain
different.
I heard this.
I remember I did that once when I was a little kid.
It's like you want me to die?
Dude,
You want me to die?
Dude, my great grandma never beat me that hard ever. Like, she was literally like the most loving person I ever met. But oh my, that one time.
I also had to send her
and there's like a way.
UPS.
Oh my. Yeah.
Grandma, go.
Sadly, she's not with us anymore.
Oh
my
yes.
God,
R.I.P.
But yeah, there's also like a certain thing where you have to put one hand on top of the other.
The one foot under the other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when you're bowing.
foot.
Koreans are so specific. It's like, oh, like when you drink, you have to do the
Yeah.
or it's like look away, like
It's like
We have-
very
we have a time
specific
rule, though.
thing.
like pinky up, like not.
Yeah, we didn't drink ours.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then it would have been crazy.
Yeah. There's
The
a lot.
dry
Yeah.
one?
There be some. Yeah.
Because there usually is
Dry
You-
alcohol.
Yeah, you're supposed to have alcohol usually. And Korean elders with their alcohol manners, like they go crazy. I'm pretty sure you guys know. If you guys had to provide like alcohol service at the funeral, it would have been.
No, it's because there's a lot of bad blood in our family too.
Yeah. So we saw like relatives that we haven't. I've never seen them.
Never seen.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to like pour out liquor for all my family members.
No, that's not the
Oh,
problem.
what?
The thing is, you
Or, like,
you have to stay sober because you still have a duty
with the people too.
Yeah, everybody that comes. Oh, dude, but I'm not. No kizzy though. That funeral food, first 2 days was it. That shit was so fucking good. Because I'm like starving all day, and I'm like, dude, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I swear I had so much coffee. I don't think I've ever had
that funeral food. It go crazy.
Does your family do sanso?
No,
No,
we just eat the cream. Yeah,
What is that?
it's just
Like a graveyard.
yeah, it's like
the cemetery.
Oh. I feel like in Korea that's like not as common, right?
No, it is.
no, it's very common. Korean graves are always if you see like a little mound out of nowhere, that's always a grave.
Yeah, like throughout Seoul, you'll see like little mound, like huge mounds, right?
Here it's
That's
like
like
underground,
princes.
and then Korea is like
Yeah, that's why.
they
Like,
have like a.
Wait, what?
you know how in
No,
America,
it's underground, but like
graves
it's like
are like it's just
flat.
like flat. But in Korea, you have like we put more dirt on
Like
top.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it's like
little
this.
mountain
It
with a
literally
hill.
looks like this. It
Oh,
looks like a
that's
little
what you
hill.
mean.
Yeah,
Like
here
you
it's
see
like
a little
flat,
hill,
and then
somebody's
you
in
see
there.
it.
Like you know, if you go to
Are they all together?
I mean, it depends. If you're at like a funeral, like a cemetery, yeah, you're just gonna see a bunch of mounds like this.
But then it's
But then some people like just bury like in the what's it called, like the farmland and stuff like that. In
Maybe it's in
rural
their
areas, like it's just in their backyards or something. Like a mountain.
Oh,
is there anything there?
No, it's not in the backyard, but like it's like in the back mountain.
Is
Like,
there
yeah,
anything
like,
there?
so my family, my like grandpa, my great grandma, and my great grandpa are buried in like the mountains of Busan. And like if you go to this place, right, it's like up in the mountains. It's like lines and lines of like mounds, basically, and each is basically like a cemetery for like dead bodies. But like I was saying, like if you go to Korea, like you'll like throughout Seoul, there will be like these huge hills, right? All of a sudden, that's actually like the grave of like a Korean like prince or something like that.
Oh.
Like there's
Yeah,
Bigger than hell.
so don't ever walk over like your
Yeah.
house in Korea because you're walking over somebody's grave.
basically
Yeah,
like
don't ever put your foot on top of that.
What does it look like?
It just looks like it's grass. It's grass.
Everything's grown over. It's
Yeah,
just
it just looks like
it's like a little hill.
yeah.
Nothing's
It's
there.
like this.
Or like,
It's like
No,
it's
it's literally.
like-
I mean, yeah. Usually, I like an official cemetery site.
But
yeah,
then
but, like,
sometimes
like
it'll be
tombstone.
sometimes like it could be in like some random mountain. Like it's just all of a sudden it's like this, and then like it's just grass.
Interesting.
Like here, it's like flat, and then there's a
It's also in
tombstone.
the wall. No, but not like
that's when you get burned, when you get cremated, they put you in a vase and then they put you in the walls.
Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you see it?
Yeah.
Usually but this you can't see it.
What do you
I
mean?
think it's the body in there.
Yeah, it's so there's a hill, right? So let me explain to you. It's like it's
Why are
like,
you so confused? It's just
No,
a
I'm
little
talking
mound.
about something else.
What are you talking?
No, she's talking. You know, like when you go to like these monuments or like DC or
Oh.
something, and they have like veterans that have like passed away, and like they have it in like a stone wall, and they have those are just names, Sharon. I don't think you
No,
can put.
My grandma is in one of those, or great grandma. I don't know. I don't think she's cremated.
I don't think you can have a dead body out.
I thought you need to be in the ground so that you decompose. Like you don't want to open up like a casket
Yeah.
and like
have all the
Yeah,
I have no idea.
you can do your research on that. I don't know.
yeah.
This one.
I know we went from weddings to funerals.
I mean it's a
I mean, people will be educated on the Asian.
cultural things.
Yeah.
Anyway, close us out, Charles.
That was such a.
Thank you for joining us today for my first week back in a while. Some good ass discussions today. You guys got anything to say?
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And turn on your post notifications on YouTube.
That's right. Do that shit.
Okay. All right. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.